Hey YouTube, how are ya? BQ Something Diff here, and today Call of Duty World War II just released a patch update for the game, and it's really not as significant as you would have thought it would be. There was a few buffs, there was a few nerfs on the multiplayer side, and then most of the updates were on the general side, like general UI improvements and stuff like that. But let's get into the nice and good stuff. So starting off with the multiplayer weapon tuning, we have the buffs. The Walther toggle action shotgun was buffed. The damage increased at an extremely close range. Haven't really used the shotguns too much, so I don't really know what the damage was like beforehand, so I can't really comment much on that. Next, we have the Bren LMG. It was increased damage per shot. I haven't really used the LMGs that much, so I can't really comment on that either. The last buff, there was only 3 things that were buffed, which is very surprising. The LMG bipod got sped up ADS time when in bipod stance. I haven't even been killed by someone using an LMG bipod when they actually put it on a wall or something like that. I've been killed by the turrets that are in the map already, but I haven't been killed by the bipod attachment. So again, I don't really know why they buffed that, but they saw a reason for it, whatever. Moving on to the nerfs, everyone was calling for this. We got a bar nerf, but it's really not all that significant. They decreased the fire rate and widened the hip fire spread. I used it a bit this morning. You can barely tell the fire rate was decreased. It still feels like the same old bar. And hip fire, no one really hip fires this thing anyway, and I was hip firing it this morning, and it's still pretty decent. Next, we have the STG-44 rifle, which are probably the 2 best guns in the game, the bar and the STG. They only widened the hip fire spread. So again, I used this morning. The hip fire spread seemed pretty much the same to me, but who knows. Next, we have the FG-42 rifle. They increased the recoil and widened the hip fire spread. So apparently the hip fire spread was too tight on assault rifles. I haven't used the FG-42 yet, and so I can't comment on the recoil. The recoil was pretty significant, I think, already on that thing. Next, we have the machine pistol. It decreased damage ranges. I didn't even think this thing was that great, to be honest with you. Like, it melt up close, don't get me wrong. So, I haven't really used it at, like, a medium distance for a pistol, so I can't really comment on it. But, it'll be interesting to see how much worse that thing got. And next we have the sniper classes. They fixed a bug with all sniper rifles zooming to exact center when aiming down sights. So I'm assuming that's why quickscoping was so relevant early on this first week. I'm hoping that fixes it, because it is pretty OP at this point. Next, just moving on to the general patch notes. They made connectivity improvements and optimizations. They didn't really. I was one-barring this morning along with many other people in my lobby. It's still a few issues with the connection. I hope they figure it out soon. It's getting a little bit ridiculous. Next, they fixed D-ranking issues. I haven't had an issue with that, but I've heard a lot of people that have. They addressed an issue where players encountered an infinite load screen. I have encountered this, and it is brutal. Leaderboard stability improvements and bug fixes. Haven't really noticed anything with the leaderboards, to be honest. General UI improvements. Loading optimizations, thank you. Hopefully the end game loads a little bit faster. You don't even have time to create a class. That was in the beta as well, and I can't believe they didn't even fix it. Split screen functionality improvements, that's whatever. Added new unlock inventory stars to indicate when new items are added. That's nice. I have one stuck on the toggle action shotgun anyway that I can't get rid of, so it's going to be there forever. Adjusted hit marker audio to be higher default level. Note, it can be adjusted in the settings. Oh, okay, I didn't even notice that actually when I was playing this morning. That's nice. Fixed out-of-world exploits on Gustav Cannon and Saint Marie du Mont. Espionage basic training. Reduced painted time from 10 seconds to 6. And made it so only bullet damage paints you. That's actually a nice nerf. I still think 6 seconds is too long, but it's nice that it's only bullet damage and they decrease the time. Weapon tuning to allow for one-shot kills outside of hardcore mode, enabling challenge completion. Fixed infinite flamethrower bug. Ooh, I didn't even have that. That's nice, though. XP earn rate tuned in Operation Neptune. Fixed issue of shotgun variants not appearing. Emblem editor and visualization improvements. Game battles improvements. I haven't used game battles yet. I can't wait to get back on it, though. And fixed gridiron ball exploits. So all in all, they updated a little bit, but not as much as I would have liked to see. I would have liked to see some of the SMGs get a buff, and maybe a few of the nerfs could have been a little bit more significant, but hey, it's their call, they're the developers, so we'll see how the game plays after this. Hopefully they fix the connection issues. There's still a few connection issues, so I really hope they figure that out soon. Anyway guys, that's the new patch update for CoD World War II. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like if you're playing this weekend for Dub XP. I'll see you guys in the next one.